Hello and welcome to my first ever YouTube episode. So I wanted to make a bit of a longer form series of what I currently do. If you're familiar with my content, I make a lot of skits about interactions my wife and I have day to day that some of you relate to, which is great. And like I said, I wanted to make some longer form content and based around some of those interactions and just expand on it a little bit more. So this series I'm calling Married to the Same Woman. It's really about those interactions that you have with your wife or your husband or your significant other, whatever that may be. Just about those interactions that you do have. The first episode I'm calling Who Does What. Who does what around the house? Who does what in the relationship? Your standard cleaning, cooking, etc. But also a couple of other smaller things or quirky things that I've noticed, or obscure, if you want to call it that, that I've noticed in my relationship that maybe you guys will also find relatable in yours or a version of. So the first thing for me is cleaning. So I like to think that we equally share the cleaning responsibilities in my relationship. There are some subtle differences. For example, like my wife, she will clean the bathrooms, but she won't clean the toilet because apparently it's just a little bit icky.
Babe, yeah, I've cleaned the bathroom, but can you do the toilet?
She would argue that I probably make the most mess with the toilet, which, I mean, that's a pretty fair call. The next thing is cooking. So for me and my wife, I cook in the relationship. There is a story behind that. A few years back, my wife was making spaghetti in an old dressing gown.
What are you
She
doing?
was stirring
What?
it, and boom,
Oh.
sauce on her sleeve. Never cooked again. Some more items that sort of fit within my remit in the house would be things like filling the car with petrol. Apparently, I'm better at it. I don't know how that works, but
Home. The car needs petrol. Why don't you just fill it up? You're so much better at it than me.
picking up the dog poo or dog shit, whatever you want to call it. Since my wife fell pregnant with our first child, it was apparently against the rules to pick up dog poo for her anymore. Something about hygiene. So that really became my job. I took that on as a full-time job around the house. Look, it's a bit icky. I get it. It's disgusting. And you know what? In public, I think picking up dog poo is a little bit more embarrassing. I'll go to pick up the dog poo and my wife will be like, ooh. Taking the nappies to the big bin. As a dad, those of you who aren't a dad, doesn't really relate. But taking the nappies to the big bin is definitely my job. The nappy bin itself, when we did have one, now thankfully we don't have the big nappy bin, but my God, it was so heavy and it stunk. So look, I get it. It's definitely my job. Now, we don't have a nappy bin, so the nappies just pile up at the front door and it's expected for me to go and essentially take them to the big bin. Finally, a more obscure thing that I've noticed in my relationship is that I buy the toilet paper. The big packs of toilet paper my wife won't buy.
Did you buy more toilet paper? No. Why not? People think I poo heaps.
She doesn't like it when people think she shits. When we're in the supermarket together, I always try and make her carry it. Carry it to the car. It doesn't fit in the trolley because I know that she doesn't want people looking at it going, ooh, she shits. I'll leave you with that and like and subscribe. Thank you guys. I'll try and put one of these out every week. Try and drag my wife into one potentially or two. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time.